This video is tips and tricks for importing questions into our Moodle word quiz template. This is something that you might want to do if you have a publisher that has some questions that would go in your course for quizzes, but they don't have them in a format that's easy to move into Moodle. Now, if they do have something such as a Respondus quiz, an XML, or something else that would easily import, we want to use that because it's a little faster and easier than doing all of this work and all of this copying and pasting. The first thing that we want to do is have our quiz questions up. Then I'm going to go up to File, Open, and go on to my desktop and go to my Moodle quiz version 2.1 and go in there, and remember I'm going to pick up that example 2, and then I'm going to grab a hold of it and bump it against the side screen here so that I have two documents sitting side by side. So the first thing I'm going to do is click at the top in the header and do the first half of it and change that category name. Usually I use the author's name as that's a little easier. And then I'm going to change the topic to chapter 8. Then I'm going to click down below. Now, because I used that example 2 from my Moodle quiz folder, I have these nice icons at the top. These are actually macros that are going to help me do this. I want to go to File and Save As right away so that I can change the name of this folder so that I don't accidentally save right over the top of that nice template that I have. These are all multiple choice questions, so we're only going to be dealing with those right now. I'm going to go select my multiple choice. Then I'm going to go over to the copy of my questions and highlight the question. Now I want to try not to get any extra spaces at the end or the beginning of these questions. Then I'm going to copy it. I usually use a Control-C to copy just because it's a little easier. Go back over to my quiz, click on it, and paste it in. I can use Control-V for paste. Whoops, this is what happens sometimes. Some of the coding in there has taken away the macro formatting that we have. So I did Control-Z to get it back to the way it was, and this time instead of highlighting the whole thing, I'm just going to click at the beginning, paste it in, and then I'll take out that extra part of the question. Then I'm going to press Enter. And when I do, I see that little green square that says this is the correct answer. We're not going to worry about which one's correct. We're just going to put all the answers in, and then we will go back and select the one that's actually correct. So there's my first one. And you see I'm being very, very careful not to get in any extra spaces at the beginning or the end of the question. Now see, this one gave me a whole lot of extra spaces. Had to go back in and get that one re-highlighted correctly. Then as soon as I get all of them done, I'm going to use that mark as true false at the top to unmark the one that's green right now and remark for C, which is the one that I want to have. Now I'm going to go to that first answer, click on it, then click on the mark as true/false. That'll change it to an incorrect answer. Then I'm going to check back in my original document, see that the answer is C, implementation group. I'm going to click on the third one, implementation group, and click on the true/false. And that will give me the green. Now I'm going to go to the last answer and double click so I'm ready to go. Now, before that, because these questions, some of them get really long, you might want to consider going in and using the question name category, which is right here next to the paste image, clicking on it, and then say communication actually happened in the 4-step. Just make that a little shorter. So when I go looking for it, I don't have to look for a whole entire sentence. Sometimes, you know, when it's this short of a question, it's not going to be a big deal, but some of these questions get really long. Okay, now I'm ready for number 2. First step, click on multiple choice. Go over to my document, copy in, copy. Okay, and remember, instead of taking that out like I do when I type, I'm just going to click at the beginning, paste it, and then take off the end. That's just a really quick trick for getting that to work properly for you. And number 2, the first answer is the correct one, so this one's going to be easy. Copy it in, press enter. Copy the next one, press enter. Whoops, look, gee, it's the first time I've had that happen. We'll just click up there on the mark true as false and change it back. Now I'm on the third one. Copy, paste. Remember to hit the enter after you put it in there. Copy, paste, hit the enter. Copy, paste, and then hit the enter twice to tell it it's a new question. And I can add the question name if I want. And remember, just like doing the regular, we're going to go up here. See if I can see it. I'm going to have to move my zooming down a little bit, maybe. No, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to make this bigger so I can see it. Check your layout. It says everything's okay. Click on export. Give it a new name. And it's an XML. Save it. And then also go in and save this document as a Word document so I have it in both places in case I need to make any editing changes later.